This is the Ilife V3sPro Robotic Vacuum Cleaner. It's a very, very nice piece of kit. It looks sleek, it looks stylish, and it's actually quite attractive. It's made from a clean white plastic, very nicely finished, very smooth, and very well made. It rests in this docking station, which is plugged into the mains. Then it can either be used in an automatic mode, whereby it sits here until it's programmed to kick into action by this remote control unit. So you can set it for a certain time to do the cleaning, after which it will return back to base. Or you can use it in a purely manual mode, whereby instead of plugging it into the docking station, you can plug it in directly so that it charges this way instead. Then when you need to use it, just unplug it and then set it to work. If you want to use it for cleaning the house while you're at work, then plug in the docking station, let it rest on it, then at the allotted time it will then head out to work and clean the house for you. It can obviously only do one story at a time. It doesn't climb stairs, but also at the same time it doesn't fall downstairs either. Very well designed, so you can use it on a landing, and it doesn't have any suicidal tendencies. It's a very well designed machine. It has these large rugged wheels with good bouncy springs here, which enables it to climb carpets, move from room to room, and adapt to changing levels. So if you've got a thick rug in a room, for example, no problem at all to climb onto that or climb off it after cleaning, or move from room to room where there are different levels. There are these two cleaning brushes here which rotate to sweep dust into the dustbin here. There's a rotating wheel here which enables it to move in any direction, forwards, backwards, sideways. There are 3 sensors underneath, one here, one at the front, and one at the other side. So when you're using it on the top of the stairs, for example, these will sense any drops and ensure it doesn't go tumbling down the stairs. Equally, the sensors also work to ensure it doesn't bump into furniture and cause any damage. One feature I particularly like on this is the dust container. Many robotic vacuum cleaners have a dust container on the bottom, so you have to turn it over, get your hands dirty, lift it out, and it can be quite messy. Whereas on this one, simply open up the top and lift out the dust container. It has a HEPA filter here at the back and gathers all the dust in here, and is easy to empty simply by opening it up and then lifting this out and tipping it into a bin. So very, very easy to use, very practically designed, and also quite attractive to look at. Underneath it has the CE stamp, which is also quite important for many of us who are concerned about product safety. But most important, let's have a look at it now and see how well it works. After emptying a beanbag recently, we've got quite a lot of these polystyrene beads on the carpet, so let's see how he copes with these. Completely clear in his path. One of the best uses of these vacs is in households with pets. So let's see what Willy the bunny thinks of it. He might not be too impressed because it's about to vacuum up his pellets, which he's currently tucking into, but let's see how he responds. Certainly not startled by the noise, and it's eating up his pellets and everything else in its wake. You'll notice also it's there climbing up the rug, no problems at all in negotiating the different heights and moving around. As for Willy, not the least bit bothered by it. Back towards the pellets and over the rug, no problem at all in moving. And the different heights, down again, and now vacuuming up the hay, the grass and the litter which is in his way. Doing a very, very good job there, sucking up pretty much everything. And this really is a challenge with this amount of debris on the floor. You can see exactly where he's been. Then back up over the rug again. Now on laminate, where I've scattered some crumbs, dust, general bits of fluff, see how it copes. That has sucked up everything. There's quite a congealed mass of hair there, so let's see if it can cope with that. Gone. Nothing left at all. Now on the landing, seeing if it has any suicidal tendencies to tumble down the stairs. Reaches the edge and then it turns around and changes direction, again vacuuming anything in its path. And now there's quite a ramp here between the rooms. You can see that it's a good inch high. Timber ramp there and the similar ridge on the other side, and naturally with a little bit of fluff in front. Another test here. The dust has gone and straight over onto the carpet in the next room. His cleaning pattern does tend to be quite random, but you can also direct him a little bit by the forward arrow, back arrow, turn right, turn left, and there's a spot cleaning function, return to base, and also clean along the edge of a wall or skirting board, for example. Let's have a look again at how he moves. Although his pattern of movement is quite random, he does seem to cover a full room and does clean it rather well. He also seems to learn his way around and becomes more gentle with tables after a few goes. You can see there he didn't actually bang into it, just gently nudged it and then turned around. And now he's going back again. Previously he went under the table, this time he's avoided it, and now he's turned in a different direction. Now heading back to the table, again avoided going underneath it because he's already been there. Now heading towards the wall and the radiator. So you can also direct him a little bit via the arrow controls. Get him to turn around, turn the other way. And this is the spot cleaning mode, where he goes over and over the same spot several times. If you've got some especially stubborn grit, for example, on the carpet or the floor, then that's the way to get rid of it. This is the edge cleaning mode, which is really good for running along skirting boards and the edge of rooms and doorways. Gets as close as it can. Also good for using beneath radiators. And here in our bathroom, running alongside the bath. See, it hooks close to the sink. And then along the side of the room. The edge cleaning mode is really good in the kitchen because you can run it along the base of cupboards. and along the edge of the room. You can tell a lot about how effective a vacuum cleaner is by what it actually picks up and you find in its dust box. So this is what we've picked up here. We've got general fluff, crumbs, hair, a bit of fur, there's a thread there. We've got all the grass from Willie's carpet, a bit of hay, all those polystyrene beads. There's cage litter there, clean I hasten to add. The feather from the kitchen floor, breadcrumbs, crisps, really there's a bit of everything. So this shows how effective it is. We've got debris of various sizes, shapes, textures and types. A good variety of everything, all contained in this neat little dust box.